Parlez-moi.
Radiant
Soul and spools.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ready, Sundered.
That hurt me a bit.
Denied!
Such skill.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This battle isn't over yet.
Is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Over here!
Guess that was
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Said wrap around Makoto. He made Sean's off top lane. This could be a disastrous time to Sean the creep wave, but can they disable? They've got the Orchid up. That'll be enough. He's got no BKB, and that'll be Makoto gone.
Is under attack.
He does have buyback. But are they going to try and force the fight? It seems like they have no choice on Talon's end of things as Young God will move in. But it's all about the Roshan right now. For both these sides, just waiting patiently for one another to try and get it started. And it does seem like Yoe, he'll move in. The Savage is going to be targeted. Makoto's still very patient with the buyback as Young God does move in. There's your buyback now from Makoto to try and rejoin this team fight. They've already lost Q in the meantime. Bok, he somehow survives with the Primal Spring. Maybe now you could move in. But even with the Primal Split, they'll leave it be. Instead, Yoe rushing for the double damage rune and is going to be able to take it over Savage. So another little bit of an advantage here for TNC as they may be able to move back in onto KP if they wish. But it seems like they'll leave it be for now. Wait for a better opportunity. But eventually they are going to try and commit. Primal Spring immediately popped. Talon, they might just try to go for a still as KP's in. He'll try after the TA right in onto the Templar Assassin, but nobody's dying yet. In fact, Roshan is down. Yoe, he's got the Aegis up. Hyde, he's in the middle of all this, just trying to back off, but it's not going to be enough. He does end up dropping. This KP will be targeted up next on that Dragon Knight. Still trying to fight, but Young God is just all over him. And poor old Savage will get Fiends ripped here up from Febby. Makoto, he's going to try and save the day. Allow Savage another chance with that Stone Gaze to try and be able to fight back. And in fact, he's got Yoe. The Aegis will go down. And it's a start here for Talon. They'll even get Carlo. But buybacks are there from Carlos. It seems like the fight will continue. Onto Q. Yoe. Doesn't seem like he's quite...
Still very even. The game is still really even across the board. And there's a lot of respect towards Talon and the fact that if you make one mistake, it could open up for Talon as well. So both sides are just playing really cautious, just waiting out and getting what they can. Talon, though, are plumped up bot.
Yeah, jump in. They're going to try and go after Carlo, and they've got him. Keep in mind, they had to commit 2 BKBs to feel safe to do that, but now they're onto that tier 3 tower. TNC gonna have to fight 4v5 as there's no buyback available on Carlo. Could be a great opening. They've inbound Bok now. Stance is there. They'll try to vortex him up to the Nightmare. He's gonna buy a bit of time, but now the Petrify. Savage, he got a great Stone Gaze off. And that's gonna be Bok gone without buyback. Suddenly a 5v3 situation. And keeps standing his ground. Bok, he'll go for the refresh, but isn't gonna pop the next Primal Split yet. So just holding out. Waiting up the Aegis perhaps, as it has 24 more seconds. Bok. This is all they can do, I guess, John. Just keep putting Savage in the air. Let him fly.
I mean, Aegis only has 20 seconds left, Mike. This is a dangerous spot for Savage if he gets caught out here.
I suppose so. He's still in the air, Jonathan. He's still flying. Savage. Only 5 seconds left for that Aegis, so he's going to have to try and fight back with the Stone Gaze. Keep in mind, he does have a Refresher Shard up and available as well whenever he wants it. Talon, they're going to try and back out while they can. Or maybe reinitiate back in onto the Bristleback. Nice balance strike. In the meantime, Makoto trying to find the supports. Has got the Rubik. They have also lost Young God. But he will buy back. Make his way back in. In the meantime, Savage moving on to Yoe. They've got Carlo down. The TA forced to back out. Eventually Talon should be able to get this mid-racks down, and they will. Savage now backing onto Young God. Would love a dieback on the Bristleback if they can. A big stun out from Hyde. That'll mean probably Carlo to die back here on this Rubik, and he's gone. Young God now not looking too safe either as they vortex him up. In goes Savage. They don't have the detection. Young God's fine. Fiend's grip out now from Febby, holding down the Doosa, but it's not going to be enough. They cancel it off. Back in they go. That'll be Bok on onto Febby. The Bane is also dead, and Yoe, he's just trying to man fight back, but he can't do it. Buyback's being committed here from TNC. They will continue trying to defend this one out, while Talon, they will just run. Leave Makoto behind. He will zip onto the high ground, but it will not matter in the end. He will die. But it's all for the greater good, Jonathan. They get the secondary racks and a hell of a lot of buybacks out from TNC.
They managed to get the objectives they need on Talon's end and give themselves a pretty big happening, so they will smoke up here.
Keep in mind, you've got an AoE Vortex now, Makoto, so it can be a very difficult fight for TNC, but they're going to try. Carlo, already being caught out, does lift his way out of there. In the meantime, Savage, right in the middle of the team fight, taking care of Bok on that Brewmaster. He'll have to split again, but they found Febby on the Bane. That's one down. Bok still being chased down here by Savage, and now looks like he has no way out, as he's still just trying to run. He'll go back into that solid form of Makoto. He's in for the 3-man Vortex. It's not enough yet, though. There's not enough follow-up, and Savage, he'll jump in on the high ground, right into the Radiant base, and this game is looking very, very over as Talon. It looks like they have pulled off the comeback in this game 1. Still, Bok is trying on that Brewmaster with his 50th Primal Split charge, but it's just not going to be enough. He will eventually be chased down and taken out. That'll be it for Bok. No buyback available, as it's Yoep versus the world, but they aren't having it. GG is called. Game 1. It was going so well for TNC for the first half, John, but well, eventually Talon, they just take over this game, and they are still yet to be defeated in a single game.
Yeah, Talon, this was probably their, closest match. The kill board definitely reflects that. The big issue, I think, coming out from TNC was they had that massive kill lead. They didn't have a massive net worth lead. Savage was still farming. Mikado was kind of being the playmaker, using his body to soak up the aggression, and he was dying quite a fair bit, but he was buying that space out for the win condition on Savage and for